Good day, everyone. Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So I am going to do our September readings, but I'm doing a bit of the astrology part of what you expect. And if you're not interested, you can just scroll past, even though I would suggest you listen because there's things that you may want to know. Now, often we might think, I read my horoscopes and they never resonate. And that's because there's so much more to astrology than your birth sign, okay? There's an ascending sign, there's a Venus sign, there's your moon sign. All of those affect you in some way or form. And sometimes you have huge placements in certain planets and a lot more other signs that you don't realize. And sometimes it's the house that the sign is in. And I no longer do readings without doing your astrology chart because the future is really, well, it depends on you. You create the future, it does not exist. 10% of your life is actually predestined. The rest is up to you. So you might be going, well, then why am I not rich or with my soulmate, and why am I always battling to find good love and blah, blah, blah. Well, your astrology chart will probably tell me more, and because you have a block. Okay. So the interesting part is that, so here's a good example, and I've spoken about this before on my channel, is that Pluto, the god of the underworld, has been in Capricorn since 2008. And so if you're a cardinal sign, Capricorn is cardinal. So anyone who's a Capricorn or who has heavy Capricorn in their chart would have been affected the most. And even those who are, as well as Libra, Aries, and Cancer. Those three have all really been affected quite strongly since 2008. In fact, 2008 is when I had my spiritual awakening. And this is when I started to realize that my long belief systems all of a sudden changed. I started to realize and question more and more as to, well, why I became that why child and everything. That doesn't make sense, but why? And so I delved deep into religion, different religions. Where do we get our information from? And in the last couple of years, it's been even more interesting because I started to go more and started to follow people who, as far as I'm concerned, had proper PhDs in religious science, as well as humetics, which is the interpretation and how people get their information. And it's been very interesting. And I highly suggest you do so, because believing things just because that's what you were told, you'll actually start to realize it's not the brightest thing to do. So you've got to ask and you've got to question things and you need to figure it out. Now, a lot of the biblical truths, Old Testament, actually comes from or is borrowed, and biblical scholars will tell you this, not just me. Again, go Google it. It's borrowed from. So like, for example, Greek mythologies, Akkadian and Sumerian text. Okay, that's where we get the flood myths and all these things. They're all myths, and that's where we actually get the myths from. Okay, it's where it's taken from. Okay, you go read any of their myths, you'll actually see that it all is interlinked. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the same gods from all myths and beliefs are actually the same. Anyway, the reason why we're talking about this is because, again, one of the myths, one of the religious beliefs was in the word hell. My question was, well, where did that come from? It came from the Greek mythology. So in the first Hebrew text, the first edition Hebrew Bible that was ever written, hell never exists. Wasn't even in there. The only word that exists was the word Sheol, which meant death. Okay, so we all die. Everyone dies. Same place, same things. And humans were not happy. There needed to be some form of eternal punishment for people who were not so good. And so they needed to come up with something. And so I kind of think the first thing they came up with was Hades. Now, Hades was the Greek god, and he was the god of the underworld, the god of darkness. And where did he come from? Well, he was also known as Pluto. And the interesting thing is Pluto is the darkness, because it's the planet, it's the furthest away from the sun. In fact, it's so small and takes such a long time. We now consider it a dwarf planet, okay? And Hades, being the god of the underworld, became the original starting of the words hell, okay? And yet, the interesting part is that Hades is actually the god that decides whether you were good or bad. In fact, Egyptians believed that the scale of justice, which is also the tarot card, was the scale of how good is your heart compared to, so is your good outweighing your bad and vice versa? And that's when the judgment came in. But this planet, Pluto, has been in Capricorn, and Capricorn is also very materialistic. Capricorn he's the sage, he's the builder, he's the banker, he is the investor, the powers that be of the world. And so Pluto, underworld, along with Capricorn, we've got a whole lot of not so nice shadowy stuff that have been coming up. In fact, Capricorn in tarot is represented by the devil card, also man-made thing. More information, you need to go dig into that, but it's really about your belief systems. You either live in darkness or you live in light. Every decision you make has a consequence as to whether it's in the light or whether it's in the dark, And so heavy cardinal signs have been dealing with a lot of karmic lessons because they had to learn, more of the light and less of the dark. So now that's changing. But in September, so this year it's kind of been in Aquarius. So we're getting a bit of an inkling. That's why everything's falling apart. And it's not falling apart. It's actually falling in alignment. Okay? Because the age of Aquarius is humanitarian. Aquarius is they're a catalyst. Aquarians are a catalyst for change. They want us, they want happiness, and they fixed. So fixed signs, you're about to have massive changes happen from about November 19th, okay, in your life. And if you go against it, you're going to battle for another 20 years. So I highly suggest you learn your lessons now. So fixed signs are Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Okay, so if you've got those in your chart, you're about to go through a catalyst now. Okay, so in September, back to September, yes, we're tying up loose ends. Banking systems are coming and crashing. Things that are not in alignment with the humanitarians of the world. It's no longer me investing in my business and I want power and I want money and I want power, money. You're going to be asked, what does actually money mean for you? Are you validating yourself through money? Are you in a career more for validation? Because I want people to be proud of me and I hate my job. I actually hate what I do. It's not in alignment. My gut instinct is I hate being a lawyer because I am representing evil people and I'm fighting for things. But deep down in my heart, I really want to help the underdog. I really want to help, not the underdog, the other people. I want to be more humanitarian. So you're going to be asked in September to really have a look. Your relationships, are you dating people that look good on picture? Well, they're good looking, so they make me feel good. But really, they don't, because they never treat me well. Everyone's had them. Everyone's been with them. Everyone can have them because they you're not one in a million, you're one of a million. Am I dating someone because they have good status, because they look, again, good on picture? But you are left feeling more sad and more depressed. So money validation, how you feel about yourselves, and also a lot of awakening, spiritual awakening. That's why I'm telling you about my spiritual awakening, because for a lot of you, you're going to start having these questions of, I don't know where my belief systems come from. I don't believe in the government anymore. I don't trust the church anymore. I don't trust the police anymore. Where do I even turn to? And you might start digging into your own spiritual beliefs, trying to understand that. Okay, so there's just a lot going on in September, and this will explain to you why you're going through what you're going through. Okay, so now we'll get into all the readings. Don't forget to check out also your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. They are all going to be affecting you in some way or form, and you can do a free astrological chart online. So let's get into it. Hello Pisces, so let's get into your reading. This is for the month of September. So what does Pisces need to know? What messages would you like to give them? What is happening with Pisces? Let's look at Pisces. Let's look at Pisces. Right, so Pisces, oh, look at this. Support and guidance. So this is telling you that right now you are surrounded by your angels. Your angels are sending you lots of love and guidance. And that's fantastic. They also want you to know that you are ascending, you are, perhaps going through a spiritual awakening. We are having a lot of Pisces things happening in the month of September. I did mention it all in the beginning. So, yeah, this is, I did say that a lot of people will be having spiritual awakenings, or just, you might have certain spiritual things come to you, like you might be hearing more, or your psychic awarenesses this month is really going to be peaking. Okay, so you might have certain gifts opening up to you this month. Yeah, that's great. Okay, what else? One more thing for Pisces. What do they need to know? Full moon. So something around the full moon. So something's coming to a complete culmination. Full moons, they're also the bottom of the deck, dream guide. So you being a guardian, a teacher, someone's talking to you through your dreams. So take note of people that are in your dreams, especially if they're people who have passed over. They're giving you some really important information. So it's not just a dream. Okay. So I'm going to do love. And for those of you that are not interested in love, you happily married, etc., etc., we do have the love yourself first. So that doesn't matter if you're in love or not in love. Loving yourself first means you put yourself first in all situations. If you're not interested in love, you take the words for yourself. Okay, so what wants to come out here? Let your friends help you. Okay, so ask and accept support from others. So again, if people want to support you, if people want to give to you, if people want to help you, please allow them to help you this month. Okay, don't believe that you can do it. Okay, because time apart or separation. Okay, so you may be needing to lean on your friends. Separation may mean separate in love. It could also mean you may have already gone through a separation. And then we've got engagement. So that's so interesting. It just might mean, maybe you have a partner or a child moving away, and there's some kind of separation between you and someone. Someone may have passed, and you feeling, because I'm just, I'm getting this like energies of like, even though these are angels, maybe someone has passed and you're feeling a little bit separate from this person in spirit. And all they're saying to you right now is that, just let your friends help you through this tough time, and spiritually you can connect to them this month. It's funny, I've put that right underneath and I didn't even think about doing that. So I'm really feeling like spiritually you can still connect with this person. Okay, and if it's a breakup, then again, your friends will be supporting you and helping you. And on the upside is that things are ascending. Now, again, for a lot of you, spiritually, angel guidance, there's going to be a lot around you this month. So again, you could definitely have like maybe different clairaudience. You're hearing things. Maybe, you're hearing people speak your name and it sounds freaky. Just stop and listen. Claircognizance, you just have this strange knowing of things, like you just know something's about to happen and then it happens. Clairvoyance is when you start to see things, so you may start to see passed on loved ones or see physical signs of them. Okay, for some of you, you may be getting engaged this month, or your relationships are ascending to a higher level. Okay, so maybe you feel like something is separating, but then you'll be shocked to find out it is actually increasing or getting better. So you're not actually as separate from someone than what you think, is what I'm getting. If it's a breakup, unfortunately, that's different. But the upside is what's gone leaves space for something better to be replaced. Okay, it always is. God never closes one door without opening another. There may be a time period between that, but that is the time to get you to rest, get you to work on self-love, get you to learn the lessons. Again, please accept help from people this month, even from your spirit realm. There may be things that they're helping you with, and you just have to learn to accept. Okay, the Akashic Library. Again, there's this sense of learning, a sense of knowledge, sense of manifestation, learning different manifesting skills. Again, one of them for you, maybe you have a problem accepting help. Maybe you like to give, but you have a problem receiving. So ask for help, and then accept it when it comes. Don't try to push it away, and don't feel guilty about someone giving you something, okay? Because then you block manifestations. If you cannot be given things and you feel guilty for someone giving you things, then you cannot manifest anything new, because spirit guides are going, well, obviously you don't want it. Why must I give you more money? Because when someone tries to give you a gift, or when someone tries to pay for something for you, you automatically go, oh, no, I can't accept that. Well, then you're not going to accept more. Then the universe will only take from you, and they won't give you any more, because you have to learn. Okay, so there's obviously a block here if you cannot receive. Setting your course. So that's interesting. You might find that there are 3 people involved in a situation of expansion. There could be some kind of travel or relocation involved for some of you. For others, this is just saying, set your course. Set what do you want. Okay, set your course, plan it, make your moves, because something will be coming in for you to help you. So this is a great month. Also, we're going into new moons at the beginning of the month, so this is a great time for this reading, because between the new moon and the full moon, this is a great time for you to set your course, start your action, learn manifestation skills, heal your need to not accept. I'm really picking up on that, because again, you cannot manifest new if you cannot accept. And when people are giving you things, learn to say thank you and just take it. Stop thinking about why you can't have it, or why you feel guilty, or why. If you can't take, you can't get more. Okay, so please understand that. Yeah, and this is the problem. This is what's blocking you. You keep having bad luck. You keep having things breaking. You keep having bad drama. And again, it's just, you might just have this complete separation from angels and God. And they are saying to you, yeah, but you don't seem to understand. If you are not able, there's a block between you getting what you are wanting. So you have to work how you react to certain things. How do you react to drama? Do you react as it's a personal attack on you? That's a block. Okay, you have to work on these blocks, because otherwise you're going to keep having things breaking, things going wrong, drama. It's like you're on a repeated cycle. And spirit guides and the angels saying they're trying to help you and trying to support you, but you have a block. So work through these blocks. Okay, this is really important for you. Be honest with yourself. Why do I have these blocks? Why am I not allowing or accepting help? Okay, why do I feel like I have to do it all myself? Is there control problems? Is that you don't believe you're going to get it? Okay. Okay. You are dealing with some kind of egotistical person this month, okay? And this person, again, it's almost like this is your block. You're giving to someone who they just seeing themselves, they can't see other people. And this person, perhaps you need to start taking for yourself, not giving to this person all the time, working out what it is, because again, there's drama and there's more to come now. Now you've created more through this situation. So I don't know what this is, but you have to heal this. You have to ask your parents to help you, your friends to help you, your spirit guides and angels. They're there, they are supporting you, but you have to, I don't know, you have to figure out how to deal with this egotistical person, okay? Someone who really, now for some of you, of course, you may be dealing with things where you're not seeing other people's point of views. I don't know, take whatever resonates for you. Okay, so what are we leaving behind in the month of August? What is Pisces leaving behind? This karmic trench, definitely. So this is someone who triggers you, okay? This person is between you and your destination. Now, this person could be a friend, a parent, a lover, husband, wife, boyfriend, could be family members, something in your life that this person pulls you into a dark trench. They do things, you get triggered, okay? You have to heal these triggers. 10-10, see 10-10? This is a sign. Because this and 4-4, 4-4, you probably find you're seeing 4-4-4. This is what's blocking your manifestations from coming in, okay? So separate yourself. This is something you need to separate yourself from. So if you can't physically separate yourself for whatever reason, then emotionally learn to stop being pulled into their triggers. Learn to love yourself enough to ignore them, to stand up for yourself, and also to take and not just give. Okay. What is happening right now for Pisces? Legal battles. So some of you could be fighting, getting divorced. So there could definitely be separation here. Okay, for some Pisces, you are going through a divorce from someone who was a karmic and was a very egotistical person. This is a blessing. It may not feel like it right now, and you may be struggling, and there may be fighting, and there could be divorce, and it's ugly, ugly, ugly. The good news is that the Three of Scrolls is here to tell you that you are moving beyond this. Okay. This is also saying for other people that it's time for you to just balance up the give and take, okay? If this person keeps taking, you need to learn to accept, and you need to learn to receive. You need to learn to give to yourself. You need to learn to balance up your time. Maybe you're needing a little bit of, maybe you need to break up your day and say, okay, I need to give time for exercise. I need to give time for meditation. I need to give time for prayers. I need to give time for chores. I need to give time for work. I need to give time for myself, okay? So there's balancing, or the scales need to be balanced. Something is lopsided. There could also be some kind of legal paper coming in. The Two of Roses as well as the Seven of Forces. The Two of Roses is also about inheritance, okay? There could be some kind of inheritance. The Winged Messenger, also there's an angel there, and you've got angels as a support. Someone may have passed, and there could be legal documents involved in this, okay? And you might have someone who there could be drama around that. Step away from the drama. Whatever's going on, it's not your problem. Just accept what has been given to you and ignore this egotistical person. In the near future, this is about you stepping into your most authentic, most attractive self. This is about you maybe getting involved in publishing, or being confident, going out there, you know, engaging with better people, knowing that you are good enough to do so. You may be looking at marketing perhaps, or writing a book, or publishing some kind of creative hobby, or just learning to market yourself better. If you're looking for jobs, you may want to market yourself better. So just have a look at around that. Let's see what else. Where's your power this month? Oh, your power. Let me see what the Spirit does. Communication. So Archangel Gabriel, another angel. So again, this is you're very protected this month, Pisces. Again, there's a lot of information coming to you, maybe during your dream time. I did say that. So make a bit of a dream journal. Just write it down on a piece of paper when you wake up, so that you remember it, because there's some kind of message. Angelic person who's passed over. Some kind of message is trying to come through to you. Okay, they're trying to talk to you. Archangel Gabriel is also she or he, this was a he, I think there's no real sex with him, they are messenger angels, and they also hold the trumpet. The trumpet is the call for awakening, okay? So there's communication. Again, there's this communication coming. You need to communicate more your needs and your wants to other people, and say, I need this from you, or I need help. Can you help me? So you can ask for help. Okay, and then you got to listen, obviously, for the advice. What are your hopes and fears this month? Self-love. Okay, again, we have this theme of self-love, loving yourself, pouring your cup into yourself. Again, I've just said 444. Okay, so 444 is the sign that this reading is definitely for you. Because remember, this is general. So you always need to check out your moon, your rising, and Venus, because they could all have little messages. So 444, if you're seeing that out and about, this reading is 100% for you. I'm also seeing a lot of threes, okay? And that is about collaboration. It's about stability. So what... you have to give yourself a lot of the love. Uriel and the Sphinx, more angelic help. Wow. So you've been, it's not just angelic help, you've got angelic masters around you, which tells me that there's a lot they're trying to give you. Now, Uriel and the Sphinx, now the Sphinx are very symbolic about spiritual awakenings, because there's so much about the Egyptian times that we don't know. And what happens, people have tried to dig underneath there, because people believe there's a whole lot of knowledge that is below the Sphinx. But you know, it's in the desert, and the desert is very sandy and very windy, and often they get covered up and then you have to dig again. So this is about digging deep, okay? Digging deep and figuring out, why do I not believe in myself? Because we got two queens here, and these are two queens of self-love and self-importance and believing in yourself, believing that you deserve, believing that you need to put more time, energy, and effort into yourself. So I'm going to get some clarification. I want to clarify this Two of Roses here. What's going on with this Two of Roses, please, Spirit Guides? Why is this Two of Roses here? Something may be coming around the full moon in September, so you might be getting some kind of communication of something. Why is the Two of Roses here? What is this Two of Roses about? That could be different for everyone. What is the Two of Roses about? So the Chariot card, I've learned something new about the Chariot card. So it's quite interesting because we've got the moon, we've got the Chariot. So a Cancerian, someone who's deep Cancer, may be important this month. Doesn't have to be, you know, this is your card, the Pisces card. That's about your intuition, the full moon. Definitely something is happening around the full moon. Now I want to clarify even more. The Chariot card means things are moving, but see, we got the yin and yang, and within the light there's dark, within the dark there's light. So you might try to be as happy as anything, but sometimes there's triggers, an ego that comes in, and that's that little dark, and that can sometimes pull you into the dark. So something's pulling you away. So you need to persist, Pisces. You need to use your intuition. Understand that things are happening behind the scenes. You may not see these angels. You may not see that this help is coming, but it is coming, okay? Don't be closed off. Don't hold back. I want a little bit more clarification. It's definitely something about legal papers or inheritances, divorce, contracts. So we've got, okay, so for a lot of you, unfortunately, I think your relationship, you are going through an end, because we got, you know, the Lovers and the Death card. Okay, for those who are not going through a divorce, can I have a hint as to what this could be? For those not going through a divorce, what is this situation about? Money, stability. Again, 444, we have got stability. I do kind of feel like, again, there is definitely some kind of stability coming. So there could be news that will help you become more stable. But in the meantime, I just feel like you need to, again, just, you know, protect yourself from this karmic trench, these people, this person that pull you into their egotistical, you know. Someone who could be quite pompous, you know, someone who's quite pompous. We do have masculine energies around. Someone who's quite pompous. You need to gain victory over this person. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we've got the Emperor. This is coming out in reverse. So again, the Emperor in reverse is egotistical. They're one-sided. Very, very egotistical person you're working with. Okay, so don't get pulled into the trenches this month. Don't allow them to upset you. Don't allow, again, you know, it's time for you to transition away from this egotistical situation, these people, this person. You need to become a lot more grounded. Stability is on the way, okay? Get a final 3 cards of clarification, please. Messages are taking its time. Come on. What is this? Just one more bit of clarification to close off the reading, please. I don't want to do it. Okay, if nothing comes out soon, I'm just going to break the deck in half and take. Okay, there we go. Double Queen of Rods. Okay, so I wanted 3. So again, there could be a fire sign energy. Okay, so again, you're getting a new stability. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is a new financial start. So you're getting a do-over, something that's this time it's more stable. And this is after a loss. Okay, whatever this loss is, it could have been a death. It could have been a divorce. It could have been some kind of separation from friends or family. So there has definitely or will definitely be some kind of loss that you are dealing with in the month of September. You just need to be self-focused, okay, and know that you're not going to get pulled into someone else's karmic trench. You're not going to get pulled into someone who is very egotistical and selfish. You're going to focus on yourself. You're going to ask for help. You're going to accept the help. You are surrounded by angels, and you are going to gain victory. For some of you, you will meet a new soulmate, that things will engage to a higher level. This person's more stable. This offer that they will come with is more stable. For others, this is about you will gain the stability that you are needing, because 4s are all about stability, but there's a lot of 3s as well. So you got 333, 444 as a sign for you, Pisces, that stable times are coming. You will get a new start. If you learn the lessons as to why this happened, the new start will lead. The ace leads to the king, which means you will go from the ace. Before you were penny pinching and holding on to your pennies, you're now going to become a lot more stable. There's the king of your castle. It's something that leads to long-term stability. So it kind of feels like, again, the worst is over, okay? So take a deep breath. You just have to focus upon yourself. That's all you have to do, Pisces. Anyway, have a great month. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll chat to you soon. Goodbye.